guys, welcome to another episode on The Chill. I'm your host Ayomi, and today we're here with two amazing guests, Ire and Daniel. We're going to be continuing in the edition of In My Shoes, and today we're going to be talking about life as a short person. So, hi guys, how are you doing?
You're fine.
Oh, cool.
So, first thing I want to ask is, are you comfortable with your height?
Yes, I am.
Have you always been comfortable with your height?
No.
But growing up, we learned to remain short and we've been okay with it.
You just want to share it, how you went from being uncomfortable with your height and to being comfortable.
Okay, so my parents are average height. They're not actually really short, but like. And then my siblings are much taller than I am. Like, my younger brother is really tall, and even our last one is like, he's like trying to say, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to be taller than you soon," that kind of thing. So I'm the only short person in my house apparently, and it was not always that way. Like growing up, I always used to be so intimidated by people being taller than me. I always used to tell my parents like get heels. So I started wearing heels when I was 7. For me, I feel like that's really young age to be wearing heels anyway.
You could carry it.
Of course I could. I was even excited. So yeah, I started wearing heels at a very young age, and like I basically in fact had more heels than flat shoes. I think the only flat shoes I had were my shoes I wore to school, and then also having like people around you like saying, "Oh, you're short," and then making fun of you like you look like this, you look like that, and then my other name is Esther, so. You know the way an extinguisher is kind of short, so they used to call me like extinguisher. So like there are so many things. There are so many things. Yeah, there are so many things. But then like growing up, I began to understand. Baby girl, you're gonna be short forever. Not really forever, but even if you're going to grow tall, it's not going to be like really noticeable. Like you're still going to be short, and then it's fine. And then also like I can never underemphasize the God factor. Psalm 139 verse 14, one of my favorite psalms. David says, wonderfully and fearfully made. So like I got to understand that God did not make a mistake making me short. Like I'm unique. Like everywhere I go, like they're going to just know that I'm there because of my height. Like of course there are like tall people, there are short people, but in my circle, like they will know that I am not there because of my height. Like it makes me stand out. So I had to understand that sometimes what we see as a let's say disadvantage or a disability in context is kind of actually what makes us unique. It makes you like stand out, makes you the shining light in the midst of darkness.
You have to share.
Well, I mean, back while in school, assembly, when you always want to avoid being at the front, but always end up being at the, the push out, and other times like when they like select you for something and you never be like, is this short person? I beg Jerry, please. We see. Like I've had like for SS now, at my secondary school final year I was like the head boy. I know that I was that they were is this short, but I beg please. What do you know? Like in that type of thing, you won't really. I won't like. I didn't really have like the confidence to like come out when I want to someone. Hey, it's you. But like I just made one like
Let
but
inside.
growing up, we've been told, and like I believe that if I'm going to grow, I'm still going to grow. Moreover, anytime I look at my family picture, I am like the tallest too. The way I see myself, I'm short. I look at it and I'm like, oh, yes, I'm tall and I'm still going to be tall one day. So because I'm okay as that now, I'm fine with it.
Who told you that?
See, it's like a normal nickname. Extinguisher, honestly, it's like a normal nickname.
So we need to settle the fact that being short is not a disability.
No, it's not.
And it's actually something you should be comfortable with.
That's some advantages, like
yes,
you get to a program like a concert, and
you can just
make your way up to the front.
It's just like an Okada in traffic. You can just, and then you always like get the front.
You don't want to get to the
exactly. You don't even get the front.
What are there assumptions that comes with your height?
Well, I remember when I was scrolling through social media one time, and then I saw something about if a pregnant woman drinks coffee, her child is most likely to become short. And then I called my mom. I was like, "Mommy, why are you drinking coffee?" And she was like, "What?" My mom doesn't take coffee, but I was like really upset. I was like, "Mommy, were you taking coffee when you're pregnant for me?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Well, science says if you take coffee,
Science or social media.
I don't even know." And they're like, if you're taking coffee when you're pregnant, you're most likely to come out short. So like there are assumptions, and like yeah, that's it. And then like I said, most people like also assume that if you're short, like people in your family are short. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't actually work for me. Like most, if in fact everybody.
What about saying that short people easily get angry? I feel like
no, that's actually kind of. I think the
it's
reason
not
why
true.
it's true to an extent.
I don't think so. I feel like
I also don't think so.
being
It
that
depends on like
temperament.
how you can control your.
Yes, but I feel like the reason why people say that is because like they feel like short people are being intimidated by tall people.
Okay, you can say they are a bit
Yeah.
defensive. more
Yeah,
than other
exactly.
people.
Yeah, they're defensive.
But even though I still disagree to some extent.
no, I actually agree. I'm shocked.
But it doesn't have to do with your height, sort of.
Yeah, actually.
It does not really have to be tied to your height. Do you get defensive all the time?
No, really.
So it does not really have to do with your height. Okay, let's talk about the love life.
Love like,
I feel like your eyes kind of like sets rule on who you're going to date. You get like so most people don't want to date someone shorter or someone taller. Would you want to date a taller girl? Would you?
I wouldn't mind.
You don't mind.
It can't be based on height. Like at times I see my friend like just imagine you marrying someone that is short. Your children will be like, bro, come on, but like.
What about the manly ego of you being taller than your babe?
Oh, my baby taller than me. I know there might be some abnormalities, but to me I'll be alright with it. It's not depending on height, it depends on how strong the love is.
oh, that's really nice.
How about you?
For me, I've always. Right now we're focusing on God. So we're not in a relationship.
Nice.
So like when I was dating, I always used to like and it's always tall guys that actually always used to approach me. I never really like I don't think short guys actually really approached me. It was always tall guys. And then like it's actually very nice. Not like I personally do not like no shade to short guys, but I personally don't want a short guy.
Why?
Because like I can't be looking you eye to eye, So I like, and then I love hugs a lot. So I like to hug somebody that is much taller than I am.
Yeah, throwing shades.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like so you can't hug a short person now.
No. But short people give tall people the best hugs. It's just opposites. What do you call that thing? North and South Pole attractive.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah. So I feel like that's just it for.
Yeah, was there any childhood experience that stood out with your eye that you like?
My hand. Just basically the name calling, like extinguisher, chain.
Okay, so it's not like I'm short. Like people in my family are like taller than me. Even in my younger sister is a bit taller than me, just a bit taller than me. And then one time someone was like, is it height deficiency? And I was like, height deficiency? Because everybody else was taller, But yeah, we move. But I don't see myself as short now. Like average height.
Yeah,
I tried.
But there's this thing that people say, because I personally do not like beans. I hate beans so much.
That's an assumption.
So like
actually.
as an assumption, like people feel like if you eat beans, you go. My daddy has been eating beans, he's still eating it. So I don't think beans actually makes people tall. Say, let me tell you, eat your beans. If you don't want to eat beans, don't eat beans. You're still gonna be the same height.
Nothing you want to say? Nothing you want to share? Your personal experience?
Just like as a little back then, like just restricted you from doing some things. For instance, like I could imagine myself entering the basketball court and like.
No, I feel like we shouldn't limit those things to height.
Yeah, no, I get no.
For our
I don't
younger
think-
selves, we
I don't
actually
think-
limited ourselves to
Yeah.
those kind of things for height.
I mean, I've seen people that are short,
Yeah,
female
playing
short,
basketball.
playing basketball, and they could really pot and everything. You should try it.
But if you ask them, I can bet you that it's not from small. Probably after
Yeah,
they've grown,
actually.
like so, I'll live now that will be okay.
They have to agree
Yeah,
a certain
like,
level of
So
confidence.
do you want to try it?
I'm still thinking
Add it
about
to your
it.
to-do list. Just try
I
it.
think I'll do that.
Is there anything you would have tried younger and were like, no, I'm too short for this?
Yeah, basketball. And then like, this one is not even a younger thing. Like I used to model for like pictures and all this kind of thing. So when people are like, oh, you're so beautiful, you know how to pose, you can take like really good pictures, and I'm like, and I've never seen a short model before. But then I had to understand that, yeah, once you have something to do, don't do it. Don't let anything limit you.
Yeah, shouldn't like let your eyes
Exactly. So, and then when I realized that people were even saying, oh, your pictures, like when I take pictures, they're like really nice. So I was like, hype or not, you're still going to be beautiful no matter what. So that's just it.
Do you run?
Yeah, I used to.
But you're good at it.
I was very good at it.
Do you run?
Mm-hmm.
You're listening that short people actually like you run fast.
I actually didn't
Like
believe that.
when comparing to tall people.
I disagree with that because obviously the tall people they have
longer legs.
exactly, and those are not to make
I've heard that saying
Yes,
before.
just
The one about short people being able to.
Yes.
yeah, that, like they have this like there's not much pressure, so like we have a tendency to
Pressure. I don't know. Tall people, do they have pressure?
it's not really carried
Mom,
away.
I personally feel like tall people run faster because like they have longer legs. So I feel like them having, for me, I feel like my 2 steps is like there are 4 steps. Like if I'm walking with some people on the road, I'm like, wait for me, like you're walking so fast, and they're like, no. There's a tall girl in my class, and when she's walking, she's like lightning, she's like pew. But like I literally can't walk as fast as she does. So like I feel like tall people actually like do things faster when it comes to leg movement more than short people.
Yeah. So is there anything you want to say to just struggling with accepting the height?
Okay, so like I said, never underestimate the God factor. God made you beautiful. He didn't make a mistake making you. So you have to accept that God doesn't lie. Yeah, like I said in his word, he said, David said God made him wonderfully and fearfully. And then God doesn't lie in his word. So if he says he made you wonderfully and fearfully, it means he made you short for a reason. There is a certain uniqueness to you. It may be your height, it may be your character, it may be something else, but your height is what makes you you. Like for me now, if there were 2 Iris in my class now, for instance, one was tall and one was short, there would be this tendency to always say, who is okay, or let me just even put it this way. If somebody comes to ask for, if somebody places a certain description to me, of course you'll be able to say, oh, that's a real, like, of course the first thing that the person will say, okay, this person is short. Like there's nothing bad about being short, to be honest. Like I don't know why people feel like being short is actually a bad thing. There's actually nothing bad about being short. So the person can say, okay, please, I'm looking for somebody that is probably 5 foot this and this kind of thing, and then she made this kind of hairstyle, she wore this dress, and be like, oh, that's eerie. But then, if it was a tall person, you can come to class and be like, is it this person or this person? Like, there'll be a lot of options. But then for me, it's like very obvious to like state out, okay, this is the person that you are looking for. So like, it's just to accept yourself. Know that if you actually want to change, there's actually nothing wrong with being wanting to change from being short to being tall, but if you are making that decision from a...
But wait, can you change it?
I don't know.
I feel like it's like in your gene. Can you suddenly...
It's actually, I don't know. Some people actually like...
Wait, are there
stay
medical
short.
stuff to increase height now?
I don't know. But I think like some people stay short and then they grow taller later.
Okay, yes.
Like they were short and then they grew. Like my younger brother now. When we were growing up, I was actually taller than he was a bit. But then the way he grows tall is he falls sick, and then when he falls sick he becomes thinner, and then he goes taller, and then he recovers again, and then he falls sick again, and then that was how he was going to. So like I don't know. And then also you have a superpower. Yeah. You have a superpower. You can shape shift. For girls actually, you can choose to be short or tall, because I can be short with like flat shoes, and then I can be tall with high heels. So I can shape shift. Or like you guys.
Like you guys. I've seen some guy shoes with heels. People rock it now.
Like
not like it's easy now. Just like after, is it big wedge at the back? But no, I'm not saying you should like probably wear it in face height. But yeah, this has been nice. We're trying to learn a lot. So please be comfortable with your eyes. Rock your eyes. short, tall, whatever shape, whatever shoes you are wearing, be sure to rock it.
There's something you want to do, just go out there and do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's
Don't let your
not be
mind
an
think
imitation
that,
at
no,
all.
Yeah.
You know, we are unique. We are like, there are certain things that we can do that other people can do. So don't feel anywhere you find yourself. Don't feel because you are too short, you might not be able to do it. Just at least give it a try. You know, you were created for a reason. So.
Thank you guys for staying with us on The Chill. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, The Chill Entertainment, and on YouTube, The Chill. Thank you so much and see you in our next video. Bye!